At Gold Mountain, Hong Kong came. First time Hong Kong came, I answered the door. He's a great big 6-foot guy. So he very soon wanted to become a novice, and then he began to recite the Shurangama mantra non-stop all day long. And it reached the point where he knelt to do it in front of the altar at Gold Mountain. His legs got huge, almost like he had elephantitis, because he knelt all day and the circulation got stopped up. And the other thing he liked to do was make juice, and he loved to make it for Shifu. So what happened is he got in this habit of, he'd come to Wanke, to evening ceremony, but he would leave evening ceremony to go. In Gold Mountain there was this wall. This was the Buddha hall. This was the dining room and kitchen. So it was very easy to slip out the door and you'd just be in the kitchen. So usually during when we recited Amitabha's name and walked around, but sometimes even earlier, he would leave the evening ceremony so that he could go next door and make very fresh juice for the master. He loved to do it. And then every night he would, after the master got seated, he would bring the cup in and he would put it on the master's table. But the master didn't like people to miss evening ceremony, and he especially didn't like Hong Kong was leaving evening ceremony to do something for Shifu. So he told him many times in front of us, don't do that. I don't need the juice, or you can make the juice early, but Hong Kong wanted it to be absolutely fresh, just squeezed. So one night he brought in the cup. The cup had a lid. So Shifu began the lecture, and he would drink during the time when the translator was translating. So he lifted the lid off the cup and picked up the cup, and Shifu was either had a cataract or was nearsighted, farsighted. He used to look at things like this. So he looked at the cup like that, and drank, and then talked, and then the translation came. He drank again, and he kept looking in the cup. Then he called Hung Jing up, and he said to Hung Jing, "What's in the cup?" And Hung Jing looked, and he said, "Shifu, there's nothing in the cup." And Shifu said, "There's a bug in the cup." And Hung Jing looked, and he said, "It's not a bug, it's a little piece of fuzz, soggy fuzz." Shifu said, "It's a bug." So then Hung Jing sat down, and there was another round. Shifu spoke, and then the translator, and he called Hung Jing up again, and he said, "What's in the cup?" And Hung Jing looked, and he said, "Shifu, it's a bug." Shifu said, "I told you it was a bug." Okay, so then Hung Jing had to show every one of us in the hall that night, had to take the cup and show us, and then we had a vote at the end. How many people said it was a bug, and how many people said it was a piece of fuzz? Well, it was a beautiful bug. I was there, and the bug was very beautiful and very clear, quite big, standing in the bottom of the cup with these lovely legs, and very beautiful bug. So I voted for bug. Everybody voted for bug. So then he called up Hong Kong, who brought him the cup, and said, "Why do you bring me juice that has a bug in it?" And Hong Kong said, "There wasn't a bug, Shifu. There's the bug." So he told Hong Kong never again would he accept juice from him. And that solved the problem of Hong Kong missing one cook, because he couldn't go make the juice anymore.
So could we interpret as Shifu
created the bug?
Of course. You want to interpret that way, but Shifu has his skill to teach beings.
Yeah.
Change from now on, no more.
No more. He tried. He tried to tell Hong Kong many times, many ways. So it took the bug in the cup to do it.
金山寺佛教讲堂，这个这个果行，在我那个茶杯里头，有虫子，那个茶杯里头有虫子，你们记得不记得？那个虫子也是来听法的。